Hi everyone, I'm Sky. I asked you to send me your beans, and man did you deliver the goods. I'm not in fursuit today for two reasons. One, this video isn't really focused around me and my beanie goodness, as I've shown mine off plenty of times. But also it's an opportunity for me to use these adorable character stills that were made and sent to me by Simple Nicks. I'll leave their channel in the description for anyone who wants to check out and maybe commission this talented little bean. Speaking of beans, here we go. Oh, it feels like Christmas. If Christmas was purely fixated around furries and their overwhelming desire to make me blush like crazy to the point where the room gets so hot that the microphone in front of me starts to melt, it should be alright though. I have a spare microphone. So let's do this. Up first we have Furry, and they are showing me their beans. This is bean inception right here. I love this. This is really cute. It shows that they have a good sense of humour and that they're possibly cheeky, like a cheeky monkey. So character wise, this picture really fits their persona well. I'm going to rate your beans, and your beans, a 7 out of 10. Alright, so moving on we have Bishop, and Bishop is just flailing their arms around all over the place like a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube fur, and I have absolutely no problem with this whatsoever. This is wholesome as heck. If you were doing this outside of a store, I would go in and buy something just to support you and the business. The beans are moving through the air rather quick, but from what I can make out they're lovely and are very cute indeed. I'm going to give these aerodynamic beans a 7 out of 10 as well. Okay, next we have Foxy Vix, and what an adorable fursuit honestly. Super cute. And I just love how the black and white fur complement each other so well. This goes double for the beans though, because those black beans even stand out against the black fur, which is not only impressive but very nice and pleasing to see. Must not get distracted by how adorable she is and focus on the job at hand, which is the beans. I'm going to give these a 7.5 out of 10. Alright, so up next we have Hiroshi Wolfski, and those are some cool posters. I'd love to go to Japan one day. The people seem really awesome. So Hiroshi is waving these goods all over the place, fanning me down, which is probably a good idea right about now because these are all some damn good beans. From what I can see, you have yellow, orange, white and black fur all making up these stunning paws of yours. The beans themselves are black, which I think works to be honest because you have all of those brighter colours around it. So I'm going to give these an 8 out of 10 because I love how all of the colours work so well with each other despite there being quite a few. Okay, so next we have Panthera Panther, and what a lovely floof they are. This is an example where less is more, and it gets pulled off correctly because Panthera is mainly made up of black fur, but it looks really good. Again, I love how those dark beans can still be seen against the black fur and how well you're rocking them, Panthera. So I'm going to give you a 7.5 out of 10. Up next we have Siggy, and Siggy has given me exactly what has been requested, which are the beans. But this means I can't comment on the rest of the persona. This reminds me of that scene from The Wizard of Oz where the witch was squashed by the house. I don't know why. I hope the rest of Siggy is doing alright. Okay, so Siggy has rainbow socks on I think. They look nice. And from what I can see, I think they have blue fur from the space around the beans. I'm a sucker for the colour blue. That and the colour purple, so you're kind of winning me over there a little bit. The beans are so cute and delicate looking as well. I'm going to have to give them an 8.5 out of 10. And speaking of purple colours, we have Astera, and this time we have purple beans. That's also an incredibly detailed and out of this world dress. Oh my god. I mean, I've worn an amazing dress, but that? Wow. I've got a feeling that Astera in person is really fashionable and neat. Maybe they have dyed hair as well. I could be completely wrong. The amount of times I've seen someone take off their fursuit head and been like, oh my god, what a comparison. But yeah, back to the beans. They're awesome. And purple. So 8.5 out of 10. Archie. What a stylish and charismatic art piece. And I don't see why it wouldn't be. I've had the pleasure of meeting Archie IRL and he was very sweet and kind to me. He's also treating us to more than one set of beans as we have some Paws here as well. What do you prefer, Paws or Paws? Let me know. I kind of feel like that's a Maws versus Paws debate in its own right. So green beans, I've just realised something. Oh my god. My Q&A video from a few weeks back, someone asked what my opinion was on green beans. Medj asks, what's your opinion on green beans? And I answered, eat your fruit and veggies. Shit! Is that what they meant? I really hope not. Archie, I love your beans, and I love green beans as well, so I'm going to give them an 8.5 out of 10. Okay, so next we have Duplex the Docs, and awesome looking fursuit. Awesome shirt, and that's a great looking car too. Very nice paws again. I love how the simple yet perfect colours complement each other so well. Look at the little claws as well. So cute. I'm gonna give these paws a 7 out of 10. You've also made me crave a coffee now. Next up we have Ghostlin the Spook, and that is one spooky yet fantastic fursuit. I love how your paws have orange beans, which of course allows you to incorporate the pumpkin into them. That gets an A+ for creativity right there. Halloween is one of my favourite times of the year because it takes me back to when I was younger and my parents took me trick-or-treating. That, and I host gaming nights with my friends on Halloween normally too. So you're bringing out all of the good feels in me today, that's for sure. I love these beans. It would feel fitting to give them a 6.6.6 out of 10, but that would be too low of a score. So I'm going to give them a 9 out of 10. Alright, so Void Wolf has sent me some virtual beans here, and all beans are valid in the fandom in my opinion, so I can't not rate these. This must be VR chat. I miss playing that. I really need a VR chat model. Great virtual beans, Void Wolf. Again, loving the green. Also, those purple claws are hecking awesome as well. So I'm going to give them a 7 out of 10. We have some more virtual beans here, and this time from Jalen Fulf. Really cool character model, and the blue fur here is again creating a biased opinion, and the way it sits really well with the colour of those beans makes me want to give these a 7.5 out of 10. Next up we have that demon thing showing us lovely shades of orange and yellow. I love the fact that one of the paws are yellow as well, which highlights the clear contrast of colours they've chosen to go with for their Sona. Also, I'm just realising now that orange and yellow go so well together. Cute fursuit too. I'm going to give these colourful paws and paws an 8 out of 10. Okay, so moving on to our next clip, we have Ferris the Rainbow Cat. I really admire and adore how well you're making a kitten plushie look like a stylish choice of comfortable headwear. So Ferris is waving us down with these beanie goods, and they look really nice too. Very cute kitten and cat. And I'm going to give these paws a 7 out of 10. Next up we have Vamp, and I just love how the paws are taking up most of the picture. So a few things I love about Vamp is, for starters, the hairstyle is very cool. I used to listen to Eminem growing up, so I love your choice of rapper. Vamp's expression is very happy, and the paws look incredibly comfortable for some reason. Maybe it's because of the camera angle making them look so big, but I just want to go to sleep on those things. So I'm going to comfortably say that they deserve a 7.5 out of 10. So next up we have Hun the Hound, and honestly, very nice fursuit. And the way all that floof makes contact with that sofa makes me just want to sit next to them and hug it out. I don't know if they're a hugger per se, but what I do know is that those paws on the table is a definite yes. All the yes to that. Normally I would say no to paws on the table, but in this case they look so good and clean too, I have no problem with that. Also, the beans remind me of chocolate. They're literally cocoa beans. And I love chocolate, so I'm going to give these sweet beans a 9 out of 10. Moving on we have Theo, and what an awesome outfit honestly. It's probably the most colourful garment in the world, or galaxy potentially. The paws, amazing. Blue and purple again, which I can't resist. Theo, I love all the colours you're rocking, and you get a 9 out of 10. Next we have DS Cyber the Drolf, and these are some strong feedies right here. That's also a pretty nice pose you got going on as well. Quite powerful actually. Black and red 90% of the time will go well together, and you're not in the 10% category here, so I'm happy to say these get a 7 out of 10. Alright, and up next we have Mitchell. I think this is a dragon Sona. Looks awesome. The purple, blue and white don't clash at all, and I really like the mime-like gestures you do when you turn your paws to the camera one at a time. This makes it look like you're giving them individual presentation, and honestly, why not? They're both unique looking and I love them. So I'm going to give these an 8 out of 10. Moving on to our next entry we have Fawn Burntpaw, and what an awesome floof as well. Very kind soul who I've had the pleasure of interacting with as well. The paws are just as enjoyable to see, and I can't give these paws any less than an 8 out of 10 as well. Okay, so next is Blazy Fox. A really nice fall fursuit here. The orange is nice and vibrant. And this is another great example of a Sona that doesn't need too many colours for it to work. We also get some cute pink complementary beans, and the way Blazy gets them to kiss each other is super hecking adorable. I'm going to give these floofy paws an 8 out of 10. Next is Chloe Coddle, and I find this submission so funny and sweet. It gives us exactly what's on the tin, no pun intended. The paw has a little caption with the label beans. Just giving us exactly what we asked for. Nothing more, nothing less. The beans look like they have some size to them. Like they're not flat beans from what I can tell. So I just want to boop each one. I'm giving these boopable beans a 7 out of 10. Next up is Colby, and this is so great. The colour of Colby's head fur is a really unique, nice shade of, I'm going to say lilac, or maybe it's a light violet. I hope I'm getting that right. But it's a really lovely bright colour. The beans have a dark pink to them, and that allows them to bounce off of the black quite easily. I think these are some very unique Sona colours, and I'm giving these beans an 8 out of 10. Alright, so we have a floofy friend that will be who I call if I ever run into a shortage of Pokemon storage, because I can tell what franchise Crazy Peach Fluff enjoys. I feel like we've caught all of the beans today, that's for sure. And from what we can see from the 2 beans within the V sign you're gloriously giving us, these are like some great pink beans. I'm giving these a 7 out of 10 as well. Okay, so we have Cujo, and I'm really loving the various colours your Fursuit has. The green hair in places complements the blue nicely, and I also think that the eye colour you've gone with there is not a bad choice because eyes need to be seen, and these stand out well because they're darker than the rest of the body. The beans, I also think you've gone with the right choice of colour because again they stand out so well. Great beans, and they deserve a 7 out of 10. Okay, and lastly we have 2 submissions within one video here, and it's Zephyr Floofy Durg, who's joined with Kodiak the Winged Tiger. And look at these two. Why do I want to hug them both so much? They look so nice. You can tell they're having a nice time wherever they are, and them waving at us just makes us want to be there too. Their beans are wonderful, and colour wise all work within the rest of the fursuit colours as well. I love the claws they both have as well. I think that suits their species perfectly. I have to give them both an 8 out of 10. All of these Paw and Porb submissions have been so much fun to review. I don't think I rated any of them under 7, and for obvious reasons. It's because they're Paws. Who doesn't like Paws? Even those with a preference towards Moors still like Paws. So I want to thank those who sent in their pictures and videos and letting me rate them. If you enjoyed the video, I would like to ask that maybe you subscribe if you haven't already, as it helps my channel have a chance of showing up within the algorithm a bit more. And of course by hitting the bell icon with your paw so you can get notified of any of my future videos and don't miss out on the next one. If you feel like supporting my work even more than kindly subscribing, I also have a Patreon where I upload bonus clips, behind the scene footage, discounts on Sky merch items within my shop, and you'll even get access to over 100 upcoming unlisted gaming videos from my gaming channel as well. This was really fun, and I hope you all had a great time here as well. Thanks for your support, and for giving me a chance as a smaller furry channel to entertain you all to the best of my current ability. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. See ya!